Welcome to the channel, everyone. I am Mookie of the Mook Nation, and today we are looking at War Identity. This hot mess is a free-to-play competitive first-person shooter that takes place in a not-so-distant future where the world has pitted survivalists against the military. War Identity was released on the Steam store on December 3rd, 2020 by developer Pwn Studio. As always, I'm going to give you the 5 things you need to decide whether this is worth your valuable time and hard drive space. So, let's go! Number 1. The guns. As I always do, the first thing I wanted to do was check out the amazing 35 weapons that the people at Pwn Studios had brought us. Now, after reading about a wide variety of guns and customization options, I was slightly disappointed to see that there were actually about 4 guns that weren't locked. And from what I could see, no customization options that didn't cost money. The attachment system seems to be broken, as the only way I could get any on my gun was to click the randomize button. I also have to assume that by looking at the customization page, that the way it was set up, it just wasn't working properly because it looked like it was supposed to be modeled similarly to Call of Duty system. But the game is new and there are bound to be bugs, so it's not the end of the world. But let's take these guns out on the field and see how they perform, shall we? Well, the guns look okay. Generic, but okay. Unfortunately, that's the best thing that they have going for them. Some of the scopes did not work, meaning like you actually can't see through them at all, making them less than useful. The guns sound, well, here, just listen. And as for how do they handle, honestly, due to that insanely inconsistent frame rate, I'm sure you've noticed by now, that even if they handled well, I wouldn't be able to tell. So with that being said, and basing it off exactly what I've seen, they handle like Number 2, the gameplay. Well, if you ever get into a game without it crashing, you're going to quickly be greeted with a buggy mess of AI charging at you from out of nowhere. Due to nobody playing this game, about 99% of the time you're going to be playing against just bots. Now in the beginning, this makes sense. You need a way for people to play the game before your player base grows. I get it, and absolutely agree. However, you need to make sure that these bots are providing at least a relatively enjoyable experience. These bots, well, they just need a lot of work. Or maybe it's just because the game runs at the most inconsistent frame rate that I have ever seen. Even on low settings with anti-aliasing turned off, I run this game at 30 to 40 frames per second, making it the only 1080p title I have ever encountered that I can't run at 60 frames per second. It's so bad that it dang near makes the game completely unplayable. Even at low settings, the game still occasionally freezes up for seconds at a time, making aiming, even just maneuvering, impossible. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't enjoy a single game because it ran so bad. Add to that some lackluster gameplay, buggy bots, and you have yourself War Identity. Number 3, the cash grab. So by now you may have noticed that I seem almost frustrated with this developer. Well, I am, and here's why. Everything outside a few crappy items costs money, but the worst part is, whoever priced it had no concept of money. While some things in the game only cost a few dollars, others such as this quote-unquote operator cost about $150. That's right folks, for $150 this bad boy could be all yours. No, you're not impressed yet? Could I tempt you with this $100 typical camo? It's kind of ironic that the only useless piece of crap they didn't charge you for was the game itself. Now look, I've said many times I understand this model helps developers make money, and it's their right to charge for their hard work and properties. But how can you spend so much time putting price tags on items that were allegedly in the game to begin with when your game isn't even playable? This simply just proves that it's a cash grab because the only system that works in the game is the in-game purchases. Number 4, Broken Promises. In the Steam store description, Pwn Studio claims to provide 21 specific things and a list of features, as well as 7 more to come. Please, allow me to list them for you. 35 weapons, gun customizations, 4 customizable loadouts, an XP system with 112 levels, clans, ammo care package, kill streaks, minimap / HUD, token store, 11 maps, 20 unlockable characters, 50 plus weapon camos, 50 plus dances, emotes, loot boxes, earn stamina attribute per character, competitive modes, leaning lefty mode, battle pass, Steam friends, and coming soon, zombie horde mode, battle royale, new kill streaks, inventory / backpack, perks for inventory, Twitch voting, game bonuses, stun flash, and smoke grenades. Okay, so let's go over this list real fast. Weapons for money. Gun customizations for money. 4 customizable loadouts if you spent money on guns and customizations, then I guess sure. An XP system that's broken and doesn't log any of your stats. Clans that you can start if you pay them money. An ammo care package, whoop-diddy-doo. Kill streaks that are broken. A minimap and a HUD, which I thought was a standard feature in a game, but hey. A token store. Hey, imagine that. 11 maps that are all broken or non-existent, 20 unlockable characters for money, 50 camos for money, 50 dances for money, emotes at 2 frames per second and some money, loot boxes for money, earn stamina attribute, I guess? I don't know. Competitive modes, I would ask where, leaning, now that does have leaning, lefty mode, I didn't bother checking, battle pass for money, and Steam friends who will not be your friends if you make them play this game. With 7 more sure to be fantastic features on the way, yeah. To be clear, Pwn Studio. These are not features if they are broken, don't function, or are not in the game. And they are not unlockable if they cost money. They are purchasable. Or is there a patch that will fix all of this for 1 zillion tokens? Number 5, the effort. So while I've spent the whole video focusing on the negatives, because, well, it's my job to inform you with the most important things you need to decide whether you want to put your valuable time into this game, I figured even if it was irrelevant to the decision, I'd point out some positives to acknowledge this developer's hard work regardless of my opinions on them. So here we go. The idea was original and ambitious. Whether or not it worked out the way they planned doesn't matter, because they worked hard and the game exists, so kudos to them and their determination. The other thing I saw was that they'd been doing patches, so they're attempting to fix things. Hopefully they keep at it and make my review irrelevant by turning this game into a household name. There's also a variety of game modes, so when players do start logging on, there should at least be a variety of game modes to enjoy. The point of this review is not to belittle the developer and their work. I know that they are artists putting their work out there for us to enjoy, and so for that, I do say thank you. So this is the part where normally I'd give a disclaimer about the game being in early access or beta. However, this is a full title release. Why Pwn Studios chose to go to full release in this condition, I don't know. But my instincts tell me that based on the trajectory of the moon and the sun, it was money. The irony being that the game is so bad that without the upfront cost of a purchase, I don't know how they could possibly squeeze a penny out of someone once they've seen this monstrosity in stuttering motion. So with all that being said, due to the fact that the game is legitimately unplayable, I'm going to forgo the official rating procedure and just say that War Identity gets a 1 out of 5. I cannot recommend that anyone downloads this game in its current state. So that's going to be all for today. I want to say thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay up to date with all the latest YouTube content. Also head over to our Instagram at MOOKIE for a bonus mini review series called The Instaglance. I am Mookie of the Mook Nation. Until next time, stay safe my friends, and peace.